Hello, hi everyone. Uh, let's do some other questions. Okay, so in Leetcode, we can have all set of problems, and based on the difficulty level, you can sort the problem, and also we can sort it based on the type of the topic that we are trying to solve. Right, you can also sort it based on the ascending or descending order, given that the acceptance rate is high. That means probably the solution to this problem is quite easy and a lot of solutions have been accepted. Okay, so instead of trying out all the possibilities, and we can see that there are thousands of let me go to the profile and see that my rank is correctly more than 55 million, so nearly 5 million. So here we can see that there are nearly 582 easy questions, 1249 medium, and 530 hard questions. All right. And that's not the best strategy to do everything when you are interviewing or preparing for a coding assessment or tech interview. So what we are going to do is we'll take some uh, carefully chosen problem set, and I will be discussing their solutions over a time period so that it helps to grasp the concept and make you prepare best for your interview or coding assessment, right? So today I have chosen, this is another question, and the question is contains duplicate. Given the problem statement is, given an integer array nums, return true if any value appears at least twice in the array, and return false if every element is distinct. So for example, if we have a list of integers 1 2 3 1, so we can clearly see that 1 is repeated here at index 0 and index 3, so the output should be true. And then here no integers or no numbers in the array is repeated, therefore the answer is false, the output is false. Here we can see that the 1 is repeated in the beginning itself, as well as 3 is also repeated, 4 is as well repeated, 2 is as well repeated, so the output is true. Now I mean, like, there is a one-liner solution for it which I can give you straight away, but I'll tell you about it, and it's not recommended. Obviously your interviewer would not suggest you to do it like that, but I'll tell you at the end how to do that one-liner solution for it. So let's understand how we can do it with the most efficient manner, right? So first of all, what we want to do is, for number in nums, we want to check if num is already seen, right? So if num is already seen, we can say that if num in, let's say, some seen data structure, then we can simply say return true. Otherwise what we can do is we can add it to the data structure of choice that we have used, right? So here for the scene, what we can do is we can take a list, but if we take a list, what happens is, here the initial for loop will iterate over n, given the length of the nums array is n, and then again we'll have to iterate over the scene list. Okay, so the time complexity would be order of big O n, big O of n, into order of big O of n, which makes it order of n square, right? But instead what we can do is we can use a set data structure, which eventually gives us which is implemented in the Python as a hash map, and the time complexity for this number in scene, this condition, is reduced from order of n to constant time, that is order of 1. So we can simply say that if that number is in scene, that's it, it's already duplicate. Otherwise, add it to the list, keep adding to the list until it's done. And if no such number is found that is already in the list, that means we have reached it's the end of the array. That means we have reached the end and there is no duplicate, so simply return false. Let's try it. Right, accepted. Let me try the example test cases. I always do that. And accepted. Right, so the constraint is the number of length is 10 raised to the power 5, and here the time complexity is order of n, because we have already optimized here this condition, and the space complexity is also the order of n, because we are maintaining a scene data scene which is a set, and I hope it should work. Let me try. Yep, it does, and as you can see, it's highly efficient. Okay, Leetcode is behaving quite Leetcode is being nice to me. It's 98.43%, and that's it. So wait for the end of the video to find out about the one-liner solution. अब नेपालीमा चाहिँ बुझौँ के छ भनेपछि एउटा अरे छ नम्स भन्ने, त्यसमा चाहिँ ट्रु भनेर चाहिँ रिटर्न गराउने हो यदि कुनै पनि नम्बर इन्टिजर त्यो एरेभित्र दुईपल्ट या दुईपल्टभन्दा बेसी त्यो अरेमा छ भनेपछि। सो इक्जाम्पलमा चाहिँ के छ भनेपछि यहाँ 1 2 3 1 होइन, अनि यहाँ 1 चाहिँ लाइक रिपिटेड भयो नि त, सो यो चाहिँ डुप्लिकेट भयो, त्यही भएर ट्रु। 1 2 3 4 मा चाहिँ 1 पनि सिङ्गल छ, 2 पनि सिङ्गल छ, 3 पनि सिङ्गल छ, 4 पनि सिङ्गल छ, सो डुप्लिकेसन छैन, त्यही भएर फल्स है त। सो मैले यहाँ चाहिँ के गरिरहेको छु भनेपछि फोर नम्बर इन नम्स, फोर नम इन नम्स, त्यसले चाहिँ के भन्छ भनेपछि हरेक नम्बरलाई चाहिँ एउटा एउटा गरेर उठाउँछ। त्यो उठाएको नम्बर चाहिँ हेर, एउटा सिन भनेर चाहिँ एउटा लुकअप जस्तो चाहिँ सेट डेटा स्ट्रक्चरको चाहिँ नम्बरहरूलाई स्टोर गर्नलाई राखेको हो होइन। यदि त्यो नम्बर पहिले सिनमा छ भनेपछि के गरौँ, हामी इमिडिएटली ट्रु रिटर्न गर्न सक्छौँ होइन। छैन भनेपछि के गर्ने, सिन डट एड, त्यो नम्बर चाहिँ सिनमा चाहिँ एड गर्दा हुन्छ होइन। अनि यो लुप कति बेलासम्म चल्छ त, एन्ड अफ द एरेसम्म चल्छ। एन्ड अफ द एरेसम्म चाहिँ त्यस्तो कुनै पनि नम्बर चाहिँ डुप्लिकेट भएर चाहिँ सिनमा भेटेको छैन भने चाहिँ ट्रु पनि रिटर्न हुँदैन, त्यही भएर चाहिँ अन्तिममा रिटर्न फल्स गर्नु पऱ्यो। आई मिन त्यति नै हो यसको पछाडि लजिक, त्योभन्दा धेरै केही पनि छैन। कम्पेरिटिभली भेरी 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 इजी सोल्युसन क्वेसन हो यो होइन। र यसपछि चाहिँ म एउटा वान लाइनर सोल्युसन पनि भन्छु, तर दिस इज नट रेकमेन्डेड, यो चाहिँ रेकमेन्ड गरिँदैन, किनभनेपछि इन्टरभ्युअरले पक्कै नै भन्दा राम्रो सोल्युसन एक्सपेक्ट गर्छ। आई मिन दिस इज स्मार्ट वे, मोर पाइथनिक वे, बट नट द रेकमेन्डेड वे। So simply what you want to do is return the length of nums equal to length of, convert the nums into set. So if set को एउटा property, set data structure को properties के छ भनेपछि कुनै पनि यदि डुप्लिकेट नम्बर अथवा डुप्लिकेट भ्याल्यु छ भनेपछि सेटभित्र त्यसले चाहिँ एउटा मात्र स्टोर गर्छ राइट। सो यदि नम्बर्सको लेन्थ र सेट अफ नम्बर्सको लेन्थ इक्वल छ भनेपछि के हुनु हो, त्यो चाहिँ लाइक त्यसमा डुप्लिकेट छैन भन्ने भयो होइन। सो हामी यहाँ नट इन्क्लुड गर्दै भने चाहिँ के हुन्छ त हाम्रो आन्सर आउँछ राइट। सो लेट्स ट्राई रनिङ दिस राइट। हाम्रो इक्जाम्पल टेस्ट केसेस पनि भयो। Here I want to emphasize that the property of set data structure, that if there is a value that is repeated and if you convert it into the set, what happens is the repeated values are removed and only the unique values are retained in the set. So ultimately, if there are duplicate values in the nums, what happens is the length of the when after converting it to set, the length of the set will reduce while the length of the numbers will be higher. And if the length of the numbers is higher than the length of the set, that means there are duplicates, so we would want to return true. But since this equal to statement would already give me true, so what I'll do is I'll place not in front of it, or I could have simply given here instead of equal to comparison operator not equal to, right? And let's submit it. And here we go. So we can see that, I don't know, the Leetcode has a different way of processing this and telling me how efficient the code is. Don't go on this loops. And also, yeah, this is highly inefficient, because here what happens is, in order to check the length of the numbers, this is the order of n, and in order to convert the set into the length of numbers, it's order of n, and then again finding the length of the set, it's order of n. So what happens is, here it's order of n square. So this is inefficient, but it's one liner. Okay, so that's it for this video, and tell me if you have any good suggestions regarding this, or what questions should I solve next. Please comment, and then we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.